Welcome in, Laker fans, to another episode of Facetime Friday. David Adamovich, your host. This week we're joined by three new Lakers to the Mercyhurst family. Let's meet them now.
Hi, I'm Isa McCaffrey. I'm a junior transfer from Cleveland, Ohio, and I'm on the volleyball team here.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jayde Boyd. I'm a sophomore transfer on the women's basketball team, and I'm from Pittsburgh, PA.
Hi, I'm Jason Golembiewski. I'm from Hamburg, New York, and I'm on the men's golf team.
Well, guys, we thank you for joining us. And with all of you being new to Mercyhurst, and especially during this weird time that we've been going through with this national pandemic, what was the recruiting process like for all of you? Did you have the opportunity to come on campus, or was everything kind of done virtually? Jason, you want to start?
Yeah, I got very lucky. I visited this past October of 2019, so before the pandemic started, and was lucky enough to sign in January. I was planning on visiting again, but couldn't, obviously. So I did end up having an online visit that my mom, who wasn't able to attend in October, came to.
I decided that I wanted to transfer in May of 2020, so it was definitely an experience for me. I just kind of didn't really get to visit with the coaches or anybody before I committed. I actually came up to the campus myself, filled out a form just to kind of like drive around campus myself with my mom. And then after I committed, maybe in August or July, I was finally able to come up once they opened the campus back up and meet my coaches and just kind of see a couple facilities.
And then Isa?
So I opened my portal in March, like right after we got sent home is when I kind of decided I was interested in transferring. And most of the stuff I did was like online or like virtual tours. But I actually visited here my sophomore year of high school, like when I was first like doing the recruiting process. So I was kind of familiar with the campus and I knew the coaches and played with a few girls at home. So I was like already kind of comfortable, which helped a lot.
All right. So you all kind of had your chance to see it at some point. Definitely not in the most traditional of ways, but at least you all kind of got an opportunity to see the campus. Jason, it sounds like you had the most traditional style of recruiting, but we're thankful that all of you have chosen to join us here in Erie. And Jayde, we'll start with you for this next one. So far, since you've arrived at Mercyhurst, what have the adjustments been like from your previous school, both in the classroom, on the court, kind of getting the opportunity now to meet your new teammates?
Well, the adjustment in the classroom has been pretty similar. Last year I was a freshman, so that was kind of, I guess, harder getting into used to things around college and everything else. But now that I've gotten the hang of things in the classroom, I'm pretty on schedule with everything, and that was a pretty easy transition for me. And then I met my team for the first time when I came on campus here, so that was very new, and the girls were like overwhelming. They were very welcoming, and I just felt like family right away. And I think I kind of got that atmosphere from Coach K and the rest of the coaching staff right away. So I kind of felt that like I would get that from the team as well, and it's been really nice. And just like being on the court as well, it's very comfortable here.
Isa, being a junior transfer, you've had a couple of years of college now. How has this differed from your past stops?
Well, it's a lot bigger than my old school, like the campus. And my teammates think it's so funny because I got lost when we had a team meeting the one time. I couldn't find it, and they like think it's hilarious. They're like, "You said it's a small school. Like, how did you get lost?" And I was like, "Well, my last school had like 5 buildings, so it's like that was like hard at first. Like, I'd always be late to stuff because like the amount of time I left myself to walk is just like I have to add like extra 5 minutes than like the 3 I had at my old school. So that was a kind of an adjustment, but now I got the hang of it and I don't get lost anymore, which is good. Classroom wise. I feel like it's pretty similar to like what it was like the Zoom in like quarantine. So that part's fine. It's just like kind of remembering like which days you're like the A and like which days you're the B. But that's just more like at any school at this point. And then volleyball wise, it's been like awesome so far. It's nice to play with like old teammates too. It's just like flowed like right away. So that's been really great.
Well, we're glad to hear you haven't gotten lost anymore on campus. So A+ for that. Jason, to you, kind of the same question, but for you, it's different from the two ladies and the fact that you came right from high school. So how's the adjustment been stepping up into the college ranks now?
Yeah, no, I love it. It's great. The smaller class sizes I really enjoy because it gives that individual attention to teacher and student. It's a little different in the hybrid format, figuring out which days you're in person and online, but I still love it. It's been great so far. My teammates were very welcoming to myself and the other freshmen, and the team chemistry here is great. Wouldn't want it any other way.
That's great to hear. I know that transition from college or from high school to college can be difficult sometimes. So it sounds that your teammates have really welcomed you all in and ingratiated yourself into the Mercyhurst community, which is really a positive thing, especially during this time. Isa, we'll start this next question off with you. Since you've arrived at Mercyhurst, what are some of the goals that you have set for yourself, not only maybe in the classroom, but on the court as well?
Well, I would say just like playing like the most competitive volleyball I can. And like every practice, like doing that and just like getting better, which they really like emphasize here, which is nice. Like they make you like a volleyball player, not just like your position. So I really love that. And I want to like continue to like strengthen myself in all areas. Also, I guess working on like leadership, because I know being a transfer, it's kind of hard to step in and do that. And the coach is like really good about like giving us the tools to like be prepared. So I think that's like personally what I want to work on.
And Jayde, same question to you, both personally as well as your team. I believe it was a video I saw of you that said you want to bring multiple championships to Mercyhurst. So please enlighten us.
Yeah, so especially with the coaching change last year, I think the atmosphere of Mercyhurst women's basketball is on the upcoming, and I think it's changing for the better. And I think everyone's just buying into the system that Coach K has pretty much instilled into us from, like, even me being new and the returners from last year. Everyone's just hungry for that championship. We want to bring a championship home to Mercyhurst, which they haven't had in a long time. So that's definitely a team goal that I have, and I think that the team is buying in. Everyone's like, besides just like the workouts that we're given, everyone's getting in the gym extra, putting up those shots, just doing the extra things that we need to be that championship team. And then I guess just like what Isa said, being a transfer, it is hard to take up that leadership role, and I think having the teammates and the coaching staff to help you like equip to that position and embody that position, I think that's something I want to take on as well as like I progress too.
Definitely. And Jason, how have you been getting yourself back out on the course, and how are you trying to better yourself as well as your team?
Yeah, I've been trying to just get out every day, work as hard as I can, get better. Just helping out my teammates and listening to them when they try to help me, and it's been great so far.
So it sounds like all of you have been on the right track, and yes, we all hope that you help us to contribute some more championships. Jayde's made some bold statements. I applaud Jason and Isa for kind of staying off of that, not putting so much pressure on yourself. So we'll move into our rapid fire segment. I know this is a part that the students always enjoy. It gives us a chance to get to know you guys each a little bit more. Just a couple of quick questions. So far since you've arrived on campus, what is your favorite meal that the campus offers, or your favorite meal spot on campus? Isa?
I really like the C-store, and I really like their pizza, and the pretzel buns are awesome. So I spend a lot of money there.
Jason?
I've been going to Grotto every day. Burger, fries, and a couple grilled cheeses. It's the way to go.
Yeah, the buffet option's always a good choice.
Oh yeah.
Jayde?
I've been going to Grotto as well, especially towards the clean plate or daily dish, but just kind of heading towards there to see what options they've got for me for the day. So
Definitely. So Jason, we'll start this next one off with you. If you weren't playing your current sport at the college level, would you have tried to play another sport, and if so, which one?
I probably would have tried to play baseball. I played it all throughout high school, about as long as I've played golf my whole life. It was my other option. I could have probably pursued it at a little bit of a lower level, but golf was always my true calling. Yeah.
All right. Isa?
With volleyball, there's like club and stuff, so you couldn't really play like high school sports if you like wanted to like play at a higher level. But I don't know. I'm sure like at some point when I was younger, I would have found like a different sport to play and like stuck with that because I can't imagine like not playing in college.
All right. And Jayde?
With me as well, I didn't play any other sports in high school, but I did play a few whenever I was in middle school and elementary. But a sport that I didn't play that I've always wanted to play, I've always wanted to be a gymnast. So I guess if I could restart the track, I would start in gymnastics.
Very interesting. Very interesting. I'm sure Coach K is happy that you chose the basketball path and not gymnastics because we wouldn't have you here. So we'll start this last one off with Jayde. Who is your biggest role model, either both in like your personal life or maybe an athlete or a celebrity that you admire?
So my biggest role model would be Shatori Walker-Kimbrough. She's actually in the WNBA playoffs right now. She plays for Phoenix, and she went to the high school that I went to when I was in middle school. So like I have a pretty close personal relationship with her, and she's just always been like that person for me that I've looked up to.
Definitely. Isa?
So mine is my younger brother. He's actually on the autism spectrum, and just like growing up with him, I've learned like so much. And it's like really offered me like a better, I guess, perspective on the way like I treat others and the relationships I have. So definitely him.
Definitely. No doubt. Definitely have to showcase a different side of yourself to relate to people, and that's a good thing. And Jason?
Definitely my parents. They've always been the ones that have pushed me the hardest ever since I've been a kid. I wouldn't be here without them.
Always a shout out to the parents is a good thing. All right, guys, we thank you for your time this week. Join us, Laker Nation, every Friday for a new installment of FaceTime Friday on all social media platforms, as well as HurstAthletics.com. David Adamovich signing off, and go Lakers.